Hi friends, you welcome to Shyam Institute. So today we are discussing the current affairs of the 14th. So then have a look at these headlines. World Bank Land Conference, 1, 2, 3, 4 Fitness Guide. Ajay Kumar appointed as a UPSC Chairman, new Chairman. Retail inflation easiest to lowest since July 2019. India rolls over 50 million worth of treasury bills to help Maldives. These are the headlines. In addition to this, then we will discuss some more points. So have a look at this first and foremost one, important one, World Bank Land Conference. This World Bank Land Conference recently, this was observed at Washington DC, Districts of Columbia. So in this particular place, this particular conference was held. These IMF and IBRD, these are called twins, Bretton Woods twins we call. IMF and IBRD are called Bretton Woods twins. These two organizations, International Monetary Fund and International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, these two organizations also then headquarters in Washington DC, headquarters at Washington DC. So this World Bank Land Conference was held at Washington DC. During that meeting or conference, they discussed about the India's flagship programs of land, related to land. The one is first one is Swamitwa and Gram Manchitra. These two, this Swamitwa and Gram Manchitra, these two introduced by the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. The Panchayati Raj day is observed on April 14th, we know. And this Swamitwa program was introduced April 14th, 2020. It has completed 5 years of this inaugural session. Swamitwa is a central sector scheme, central sector, not central sponsored, central sector scheme. Government provides entire amount, central sector scheme. And here Gram Manchitra, this was introduced on December 3rd, 2023. These two programs introduced under Ministry of Panchayati Raj. The main objective is of these two is providing good governance in rural areas. Good governance in rural areas is the main objective. This Swamitwa is a survey of land mapping. So Swamitwa stands for Survey of Village Abhidas and mapping with improvised technology in village areas. So this survey of village Abadi, ABADI, Abadi is a Persian word which says dwelling area, Abadi, survey of village Abadi and mapping with the improvised technology in rural areas, that Swamitwa stands for. So then the main objective of this Swamitwa is providing a proper survey of the lands of people in rural areas and their cultivating land as well as their living dwelling land with a accurate survey. So this is the central sector scheme, and Manchitra is all about the maintenance of rural data. Maintenance of rural data is looked after by the Gram Manchitra. These two flagship programs introduced by the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. These two programs has got very good applause in this particular conference, because then these are covering this Swamitwa particularly covering crores of people's land and with the accuracy as well, that is a specialty here. So these two programs got a very good applause in this particular conference. Where this particular program was held? In Washington DC. What is the name of the conference? World Land Conference 2025. Moving to the next one, Germanium. This germanium present in use, we have the reason behind this one is, then we have engaged India engaged imports of germanium from China. Long back this imports from China of this germanium was stopped by India, but it again resumed this particular imports from China. China having around 68% of the world's germanium reserves. Germanium reserves 68% of the world. So its atomic weight is 72.63, and acid based properties, it works as a germanium works as a metal as well as non-metal, So these configuration called as metalloids is a kind of a metalloid. Germanium plays a important role. It plays important role in the preparation of semiconductor devices one way, and then which is useful in fiber optics preparation, and then these are very useful in solar cells preparation. So for these three major activities, this germanium is important. That's why India resumed its imports from China. China has got the highest world's contribution in this particular germanium production. That's the one. That's the reason it is in use actually. Okay, germanium. Okay. Moving to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4 fitness guide. 1, 2, 3, 4 the highlighted points. What is the first, what is the second, third, fourth, likewise. The fitness guides is a book written by Basu Shekhar. It's all about the fitness guide is all about you have been waiting for. With the caption you have been waiting for. They released 1, 2, 3, 4 the fitness guide written by a sports person and a fitness coach Basu Shekhar. So it was announced and it was released on May 14th, released by Hindu group, Hindu newspaper, Hindu journalism group. Then they released this particular one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 the guide you have been waiting for, written by Basu Shekhar. Moving to the next one, the new UPSC chairman. New chairman is Ajay Kumar. He is the 37th UPSC chairman, 37th. Before him 36th was Preeti Sudan, and 37th Manoj Soni. This Manoj Soni then announced retirement before 5 years before. So then Preeti Sudan, all of a sudden she got the a chance of working as a chairman. Preeti Sudan, she supposed to retire in 2025 April, but it was extended, and finally on May 14th 2025 this Ajay Kumar appointed as a 37th chairman of the UPSC. And Preeti Sudan has got a one speciality. She is only the second women chairman of UPSC, only second chairman of UPSC. So it's a not male dominated group, but anyways only second out of 37 members, only second. The first was first women chairman was R.M. Bathew. R.M. Bathew 1992, during 1992 she was the chairman. So Preeti Sudan is second chairman. Present appointment is Ajay Kumar. Preeti Sudan predecessor of Ajay Kumar, predecessor. Generally this UPSC chairman tenure is 6 years tenure, 6 years or 65 years, whichever is come first. Okay, 6 years or 65 years. and then this appointment comes under the article 316/1, and it is a constitutional body. UPSC is a constitutional body. Article 316/1 refers the appointment of the UPSC chairman, and then as we discussed, he is the 37th person. So Ajay Kumar appointed as a UPSC chairman, 37th UPSC chairman. This is all about our UPSC. He is from this Ajay Kumar from 1985 batch IAS officer, 1985 batch IAS officer from Kerala cadre officer, IAS officer. Before coming to this as a UPSC chairman, he worked as a defense secretary. Okay, that is a point. Moving to the next one more book here we have, the Diary of Cricketers, the Diary of a Cricketer's Wife, Pooja and Pujara with Namita Kala. It's written by Namita Kala with the support of the memoir of the Pujara famous cricketer, his wife Pooja. His wife was given entire information of a lifestyle of a cricketer, how they behave, how they be in social, how the social life of their is explained, and all this information then given by the Pooja, the wife of Pujara, and this narration given and noted or taken as book by Namita Kala, writer Namita Kala. Moving to the next one, Justice B.R. Gawai, said to become the 52nd Justice of India. 52nd Justice B.R. Gawai, Bhanu Ramakrishna Gawai. So 52nd, and then he is the second Dalit Chief Justice of India. The first was K.G. Balakrishnan. That is a special one, and already we discussed about this his oath. Today his oath was completed on May 14th. Long back his appointment was announced, but then recently, today only, then he joined as oath was completed. So as a 52nd Chief Justice, and then till November 23rd he continue as a Chief Justice of India till 2025, and the next 53rd will be Suryakant will be the next Chief Justice of India. So these are the persons, the listed persons next coming, the forthcoming Chief Justice of India. So then these particular appointments are related to the NALSA as well, National Law Services Authority. So as of now, Gawai was in this month only, till his appointment, before his appointment as a Chief Justice, he worked as a NALSA chairman, and whenever the Sanjeev Khanna retirement announced on May 13th, so his position turned towards Chief Justice of India, and then at present NALSA chairmanship given to the next person. After his appointment as a Chief Justice of India on November 24th, this person will be the NALSA chairman likewise. Okay, that is a context we should understand. So Justice Suryakant will be the next and the 53rd Chief Justice, and right now Gawai 52nd, and he was the 51st, Sanjay Khanna, and then Vikram Nath will be the 54th, and Nagaratna will be the 55th Chief Justice of India, and the next will be 56th Narasimha, 57th will be Pardhivala, and 58th will be Vishwanathan. So now 52nd Gawai, who's a NALSA chairman now, Suryakant then will become a Chief Justice of India by November 24th, 2025, this month only, this year only, not this month, this year only. Very short period. but this guy Suryakant will continue till 2027, 2 years here. Then this person will come, Vikram Nath, he is also then less period only, 27, and Nagaratna is a second short term only. But Nagaratna will be the second women Chief Justice of India. If the after then in 2027 she will become the second Chief Justice, because the first was Fatima Bibi and then second will be the Nagaratna. Okay, that is a point. Moving to the next one, the retail inflation eases to the lowest since July 2019. The retail inflation and wholesale inflation. Inflation are of two types in general. Inflation are of two types, the wholesale inflation and retail inflation. Wholesale inflation measures with WPI, wholesale price index, and this retail inflation measures with CPI, that is consumer price index. CPI, consumer price index. So like if you observe this one, the base year for this WPI base year is 2011-12. The base year here is 2012. Retail inflation always then check the individual quantity. Retail shop means a single piece also they sell in general. The wholesale means bulk only. Same meaning applies here. Wholesale inflation, retail inflation. Generally wholesale inflation is measures by wholesale price index. Retail inflation by the CPI, consumer price index. These are measures to calculate that inflation. So this gives the retail inflation gives the individual products, how they affect the market and how the prices are increasing, and likewise. But this is completely different, and then a group of commodities cost is checked in general. So this was referred by Abhijit Sen. Abhijit Sen committee recommended this wholesale price index, Abhijit Sen committee, but Urjit Patel committee recommended this one. So what is the news present? So retail inflation eases to the lowest since July 2019. In July 2019 the retail inflation was 3.3%, and in 2025 it reached to 3.2. After 2019 this is the lowest retail inflation observed in India. After 2019, a span of a long period, then this observed 3.2 observed. So the range of inflation should be +2 or -2 to 4, +2 or -2 to 4, or we can write like this, +2 or -2, 4 minus 2 is 2, 4 plus 2 is 6. So the range of inflation should be 2 to 6. The range of inflation should be 2 to 6. So we are at 3.5 is a favorable one, it's a comfortable one only. There is a context here we have. Okay. So you can observe this April 2025 the inflation stood at 3.2%. 3.2%. So this is the lowest since 2019. Okay, that is a point. Moving to the next one, have a look at this one. The India rolls over 50 million worth of treasury bills. 50 million worth of treasury bills to the Maldives. So Maldives anyways it is a archipelago Indian Ocean. In Indian Ocean it is a special archipelago, group of islands, archipelago. So a special one for India, it is a special one. India and Maldives are part of SAARC summit, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, and then Maldives, very special one. Here if you observe, the India announced $50 million treasury bills. Treasury bills are the government bills, we call it, these are T-bills. T means treasury. So treasury bills will come up with 91 days, 182 days or 364 days maturity period, 91, 182 or 364 days maturity period, So, these treasury bills then given to the Maldives to support its economy. So, almost from past 1.5 year it has been then facing several problems in its economy. So, then to give a push to the economy, then economy of the Maldives, then India taken this particular decision. That is the point. So, 50 million treasury bills. Recently, to which of the following countries India announced $50 million of treasury bills, that is to Maldives. Try to comment, try to give a comment here. Then in last year, Prime Minister of India announced that tourism wise, then we have to develop India's union territory equal to or on par with the Maldives. What is that union territory? So, the Prime Minister of India announced that we are planning to develop a tourism wise Indian union territory, one union territory equal or more than equal to Maldives. What is that union territory in India? Try to comment here. Okay, that is an important one. So, the next one is Smiti Mandana rises to second spot in ODI. One Day International Championship, ICC Championship in 2025. In this particular list, the stylish women batswomen, then Smiti Mandana stood in second place, Smiti Mandana, and the first place occupied by Old Dart of South Africa, second position by Indian Smiti Mandana. Batting wise, the best batsman wise, then she occupied second position, and then her rank as well improved compared with the last 5 years. Her rank as well improved better here. So, then here if you observe, then she proved herself in a recent triangle series among India, Sri Lanka and South Africa. She performed really well, and then she got 116 runs, that is a century in a special way. So, then and then total overall in this particular series she got 264 runs. With this particular stylish batting, then she occupied second position. Okay, that is the point. Yeah, these are the current affairs for the day. We will meet in the next session with the continuation of this one. Thank you and all the best.